Alright, so I did go ahead and get the car a little bit cleaned up for this video. So I'm tired of filming in the garage. So let's go ahead and actually go to a place that's not in the garage to shoot, because I'm honestly tired of shooting in this garage. So I don't really know any places out here yet like I did in Washington. So I'm gonna go try to find a place right now where I can get some like beauty shots of the car and talk about it without just being in my garage, because I'm so tired of being in my garage. And I'm sure most of you can understand that at this point. So let's go. So good. This is like why I don't even drive the car that much these days, is because look at this. This is absolutely awful. This is all dirt and rocks and just bumpy and awful. I hate it. Alright guys, so I tried to go out and film somewhere not in the garage, but unfortunately it's like really windy today, and you wouldn't be able to hear me. So the number one reason why people go wide body, why I went wide body, is for the looks. Wide body over fenders, you can call it whatever you want, but looks are probably the biggest reason that you would probably go wide body. And honestly, there isn't really any other reason to go wide body other than that. So I'll get into all the negative stuff. Like, I tried to come up with like the pros for going wide body. Really, it's the looks, and then like, I guess if you want to run super wide tires for like drag racing, then you could do that, but you don't even like, it's mainly just for the looks, for like, you know, show cars and whatnot. So let me get into all of the bad stuff with the wide body. So there's a lot of bad, and it didn't matter because I wanted the wide body so badly that I was like, it doesn't matter. I'll take all of this, and you have to be willing to accept all of these things when you go wide body. So the biggest thing is obviously going to be cutting up your car, and I'll show you kind of like right here where you can kind of see the cut. I'll get a close-up video right here, but as you can see right here, there's where we started to cut the body, and it goes all the way up and around. You have to cut up your car really badly, and if you want to see, I'll put a picture. I think I have a picture of the car all cut up. But B is for Bill actually did the wide body on his YouTube channel. So if you want to go watch the videos of him cutting up the car and what we had to do to the car, go over to B is for Bill's channel, search for the wide body STI video. I'm on there. Pretty cool, like that he helped us out in doing it. But biggest thing is cutting up the car. So what I would recommend, don't buy a brand new Subaru if you're gonna wide body. Try to get either a used one, or even better, get a totaled one that doesn't have too much damage, that already has a salvage title, so cutting up the car doesn't devalue it like much more since it already has a salvage title. There's no way around it. It's going to devalue the car. and the only person that's going to pay for the wide body is somebody that wants the wide body. That's it. So that is the biggest downside. Another downside is once you do cut up the car like that, you have to cut up your fender liners, and it's going to make it a lot less waterproof. So then you have to figure out how to waterproof your car after cutting it to pieces. And I still haven't found the best way that I want to do it. So I don't even really drive the car in the rain anymore, or like anywhere where it's wet, because I'm afraid that I'm gonna get water up in the intake or something like that. And I'm still trying to figure out a way to like get like a fender liner and like mold it into the wheel wells now. So that is another big thing. All right, so the next kind of headache that I had to deal with was getting the fitment right for the wheels and the suspension to make the body kit look good. And the fitment, I still don't even have the back like really that great yet. I'll show you like the close-up, like the gap that I have right here. I'll get a close-up and then I'll show you that. Ugh, it's just gross. It still sits, the tire sits in way too far. Like I can like fit my hand in between here. Like that's awful. But the front does look pretty good, so that's cool. I got the front down. That's about as low as I wanted to go because the front of the car is like already on the ground. So I don't know. I could get that better, obviously. So my recommendation to you to try to get your fitment right is talk to other people that have the same car as you, that has the same wide body kit as you. See what kind of specs they have. Don't copy their wheels, don't copy their setup. I mean, unless you like really want to. Like, I feel like copying somebody's wide body setup is probably not that cool. Not like if you really want to, that's fine. Go ahead and do it. But like when we do these to our cars, it's so that we can be unique and stand out. And so if you just copied somebody else's setup, it's not really that cool, but whatever, it happens. All right, so let's talk about wheels now. So when you go wide body, you're obviously going to have to get a bigger wheel, and most of the time you go wide body so you can get a bigger wheel and run a pretty sweet wheel setup. And there are the people out there that do the spacers, and I don't want to bash on the wheel spacers, but if you're going to wide body your car, you shouldn't be running giant spacers to fill the gap. You should get wheels that are made to fit inside of the body that you are doing, because running those wheel spacers isn't really like, it's not unique, you know? Like if you're going to run like a big giant wheel spacer, for one, it's probably not safe, and two, it's just not unique. So get some wheels that are unique, that get them like that nobody has, or like not many people have like I did. I got these wheels custom made, and nobody had them, but somebody has one now with the same body kit as me. Anyway, yeah, please don't run giant wheel spacers. You can run small wheel spacers. I'm actually probably gonna have to put a little small wheel spacer in the back to fix that rear fitment, but just get like wider wheels. Like that's the main point of doing a wide body, is to get wider wheels. There are different options out there for wide body depending how wide you're trying to go. The Mint Rider wide body that I have, MNT Rider, is probably one of the widest body kits there are for the Subaru. It's about 4 inches on every side of the car, and so pretty wide. My wheels are 18 by 12, so they're really wide, and actually they are not that much heavier than the stock wheels. So that's a plus side, I guess, on that. But so some options for the STIs out there of wide body. Veris is the wide body, I guess, that you would want to, like if you were going top of the line, Veris is probably gonna be the #1. Mint Rider's pretty good if you're going to go super wide. Angry Acorn is like a little bit different look, but it looks good. Chad has that. The Veris one I was talking about, Phil back in Washington, who films with my WX channel, the guy that kind of replaced me on the channel, took my spot. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, you guys. I'm just kidding, Jay. Some of you might be thinking that, but I've got no harsh feelings towards it at all. They're just doing their own thing out there. I had to move. It sucks, I know. But yeah, Phil, you replaced me, dog. Anyway, so he's got the Veris body kit on his Hyperblue. So, and it looks sick. So if you want to look at that one, go check out my WX channels. And then you got Angry Acorn, which Chad has. You can go look at Chad Celestris for that one. And then there's the Orami wide body kit, and I'm not entirely sure who has that kit. I know there's a guy in California, but anyway. And they all range from like Varus is up in like the 10K range, I guess, for the body kit itself, and then the other ones are closer to like 3 to 5K. So a little bit cheaper on the kit itself, but getting it to fit right is also going to be another headache, and that's something I'll get into right now, I guess. So when you get a wide body for a car, the fitment on it is probably not going to be perfect, and most companies are going to say that you need to get it done by a professional body shop that knows what they're doing, because there is probably going to need some work to the body kit to make it fit perfectly, like perfect. And it did take us a while to get mine to fit even the way and it still needs some work to help get it to fit right. So I know that Phil had to take it to a shop to get his Varus kit put on, and that is going to be pretty expensive as well. And then painting it is also going to be pretty expensive. I paid about $700, but I also was a buddy of mine, and so you would probably have to pay more than that, probably like $1,000 to $2,000 for paint. So it is expensive. There's another downside there. Okay, another thing that you're gonna run into is your suspension setup. So when you get a wide body, or when I got my wide body, I had static suspension, and we lowered it to the pretty much lowest setting that I could run on the road without scraping everywhere, and I still scraped some places, and it still wasn't low enough to make the body kit actually look good on the car. So I ended up going to the air suspension, and the air suspension definitely helped make it look better. So more than likely you're going to need to go air suspension, or you're going to have to go really, really low, unfortunately, and it's probably not going to be easy to drive around. So that's another downside. So lots of downsides. I'm trying to give you guys all of the downsides for running a wide body, because there's a lot. I know it's going to pretty much just me talking badly about wide body, but I mean, I still did it. So let's talk about drivability now. So drivability with the wide body and the giant tires on the car. The drivability of the car probably, I would say, went down, unfortunately. The turn radius in the car is still not too bad, but the biggest thing that I've noticed when driving on the road is when I change lanes on the freeway, if it's uneven, I'll get like almost like, I'll get like a little bit over, and then the car will kind of pull itself the rest of the way. And it's pretty jerky, honestly. And then if I get in like a groove in the road, the tires will want to like follow that groove. Maybe it's just like shitty tires, I'm not entirely sure, but it also could be because the tires are so big. So drivability on the car did go down. Now if you were just looking to run super wide tires for like a drag strip, sure, that's fine, you can do that. But on a road course, I am not entirely sure how it's going to handle. And I actually talked to Dirty Racing Products, and they went to a track and had a wide body car out there, and they like snapped the axles on the car doing it. So it's pretty extreme having these tires on the car. And that's all I can really say about that. Now, let me get into, if you are going to do wide body, let's talk about riveted and molded. So most of you guys know you can either mold it or rivet it. I would say that I went with riveted because it is a lot less risky than it is going molded. When you put molded to the car, it's permanently there, you can't take it off, like it's stuck. But when you rivet it, you can easily take the body kit off. Like if I wanted to go to the track, I could take this entire body kit off in about 10 to 15 minutes and run it on the track without the body kit and not have to worry about messing up any of the body kit. And also I could run the smaller tires. I don't need to run these giant tires. I can get like a set of track wheels and just run those when I'm on the track, and then swap it back over to show mode, so you can like kind of switch between track and show mode. So that's why I would say probably go riveted. Unless you are just going for like the super clean car show look, then molded is going to be the way to go. That is obviously the cleaner look. But if you want to do both, I would say riveted. That way you can just take the body kit off the car, slap your racing wheels on, and you're good to go. And that's probably what I'm going to do. I don't want to race with these wheels. I don't want to race with the body kit on. It's just, there's really no point in it. There is a lot of downsides to going wide body. I'm trying to make sure that you get all of the information before you decide to do it. And if you do still want to do it after I talked about all of the bad stuff and all of the headaches and everything, because it does look good, I'm not going to lie, I like the way it looks, and if you like the way it looks, then I'm not trying to stop you. I'm just trying to give you a heads up on what to expect when you go wide body. The biggest piece of advice that I can give you, again, is to not do it to a brand new car. Get a used car, or even better, get a car from like Copart or one of those totaled car auction sites. Get one of those cars that already has a salvage title, and then do it to that car. That way you aren't really destroying the value of the car. It is going to be way better, way cheaper, and I probably would do if I had to go back, that's what I probably should have done. Not taken a brand new special series STI and chopped it up. Like, I get it. People thought I was crazy. I mean, I knew I was crazy. It's crazy. So please just, if you can, just don't do it to a brand new car. It's not worth it. So that's about all I can really think about right now for the wide body and everything that goes into all the stuff that I had to deal with. If you guys have any other questions about the wide body, what I had to go, if like I didn't cover something that you wanted to hear, go ahead, put it in the comments. I try to read every single comment and I will respond to you if I have the answer. If not, I'll try to help you find the answer. I do really appreciate all of the support I've been getting. The channel's been blowing up ever since I made the crazy 100K video. Like, it's been awesome, and I appreciate all of the support. And I'm going to be getting a POV of the car, driving it like 700 horsepower, 40 pounds of boost. I need to get a better GoPro, so once I go do that and the stores open back up, I can go get one. Maybe I'll just order it, I don't know. Then I'll be doing the POV video, and then hopefully things start opening back up. I go car shows, car meets, and get more footage. But until then, it's another garage video, and I apologize for the garage videos, but we out. Thanks for watching.
Ay, coming in, flex. I just wanna win, LA BB, who we running with?